Affordable Care Act. Contact JBC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies. Call John at 574-527-1295. That's 527-1295. Call now with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Everyone at JBC and Associates say, Go Tigers!
It's game time! Tiger football on News Now Warsaw is brought to you by Splendor Boat, Crossroads Bank, Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care, Rab Water System, Lakeside Chevrolet, Alderfer Bergen and Company, Metzger Property Services, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, Rackard and Ness, Bobcat of Warsaw, Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, State Farm Insurance Agent Ott Schroeder, JBC and Associates, Rock Hill Pinnock LLP, R&B Car Company, Cartech Automotive Solutions, Warsaw Community School, Grace Village Retirement Community, Avrilla and Nolan, attorneys at law, and Arby's on State Road 15, Warsaw. And now, for the call of tonight's game, here's Roger Grossman and Rob Redeker.
Warsaw Tiger football is on the air tonight from Fisher Field at the Tiger Athletic Complex in Warsaw. It's the Warsaw Tigers and the Plymouth Rockies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Roger Grossman. Rob Redeker's alongside. Steve Scott is on the other side of town. We're glad that you are with us. The Tigers and Rockies are meeting for the 102nd time dating back to 1924. Plymouth leads the all-time series 54-45, and there have been two ties, in 1949, 7-7, and in 1965, 7-7. Warsaw's 28-14 win at the Rock Pile last year ended a six-game losing streak to Plymouth. Since 2002, it was just the fourth Tiger win over Plymouth in 18 tries. And since John Barron took over as head coach of the Rockies, Plymouth is 13-4 against Warsaw. The last time Warsaw beat Plymouth in back-to-back seasons was in 2012 at Plymouth, 26-7. That was the game that Tristan McClone went for $180. And 2013 here at Fisher Field when Warsaw won by a score of 20-19. 2 years ago at Fisher Field, the Rockies were winners 24-19. The two coaches, John Barron, the Mishawaka Marion and Butler University grad, in 18 years as head coach at Plymouth, taking over for Tom Condon, a record of 126-62. And Bart Curtis, in 31 years, 226-112. 4 years at Warsaw, 25-10. His 226 career wins, 12th best among active coaches. He's tied for 43rd all-time in Indiana football history. With his 25th win at Warsaw against Dublin Kaufman in Week 1, he passed Frank Cash into 7th place on the all-time Tiger list. He's now tied with Frank Sanders for 7th and 1 win away from Don Joseph and Kevin Westover for 5th. Here are the lineups now for the Warsaw offense. Tucker Curtis will again start at quarterback. Herman Flores Ortega is the back. The wings are Julius Jones and Bryson Brown, and we expect Dane Kuntz and Jack Merle to be the split ends. The offensive line left to right, Kyle Dawson, Noah Chu, Trey Stuckey, Kyler Denny, and Michael Ramirez. The defensive front for Plymouth, the tackles are Joey Garcia and Chris Johnson. The ends are Connor DeLee and Christian Quintana. The inside linebackers are Caden Hooley and Michael Norris. On the outside, on the weak side, is Michael Shealy. In their secondary, also their other linebacker, Nathaniel Darafield. Cornerback is Alan Barrera, also Devontae Garcia, and getting the start tonight is Max Lewandowski. For the Plymouth offense, you have Lennon Kriegbaum, who will start at quarterback. The running back is Quentin Heine. Alan Barrera will be one wide out. Michael Shee will be out there too. Devontae Garcia will be a third, and their H-back tonight will be sophomore David Sills. Offensive line, left to right, Christian Quintana, Anthony Popey, Thad Pletcher, James Tolson, and Connor DeLee. For Warsaw's defense, the front three, Luke Anderson, Russ Winchester, and Kyle Schnackenberg. The linebacking core is Nick Catras, Zach Deeks, Johnny Burrett, and Aiden Binkard. The corners are Trey Kuntz, and tonight getting the start will be Morgan Johnson. The safeties, one change there, Colt Van Houten will start in strong safety position, and Theo Catras will be in free safety. Those are the lineups. The weather forecast, which changed apparently like about 5 o'clock today, clouds popped up. It started to rain. Most of that is going to be gone by the time we get to kickoff. Still a bit rainy, still a few umbrellas out. We've got Warsaw and Plymouth coming up in just a minute here on News Now Warsaw.
There's never been a better time to sell your car than right now. and R&B Car Company is in need of inventory. We're looking for late model cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. We're facing the reality that we need to reach out to the general listening audience because used inventory across America is down. And the good news is your used vehicle is worth more than ever, and we're giving top market value. We're still taking trade-ins, we're still selling cars, but we are looking to buy cars. Find out more at rbcarcompany.com.
News Now Warsaw. From the O'DanielAuto.com Weather Desk, your News Now Warsaw weather forecast for tonight. For Football Friday, mostly cloudy, low of 60. Tomorrow, a 50-50 chance of rain, especially in the afternoon, a high of 73. With a 30% chance tomorrow night, a low of 62. Then on Sunday, sunny and 78, northwest winds at 15. And for Labor Day Monday, sunny and 78. Again for tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 60.
Right now it's 73 degrees.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM.
Here come the Tigers out onto the field, much later than normal. And they brought 2 sledgehammers with them. I don't think I've ever seen the Tigers have props as they ran out of the locker room. And normally they go congregate in the south end zone and then run out from there. They did not do that here tonight. The national anthem is going to be performed down on the track today as part of the pregame ceremonies. So hopefully we'll be able to pick that up. I have a really bad feeling about that, but we're going to try our best. So Steve, be ready on the board there to try to pop that up maybe a little bit, and we'll see what we can do. Plymouth wearing all whites. They have white pants, white shirts, and white helmets with the red numbers and trim. Warsaw on the home black uniforms with orange numbers and orange trim. And again, the fans here, many of them already standing for the pregame ceremony that is about to take place. And it will begin right now.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Athletes, you remove your headgear. Gentlemen, remove your hats. The Warsaw mixed select choir will now sing the national anthem.
Very nicely done. I hope that translated through the telephone line because that was extremely well done by the Warsaw Select Chorale with our national anthem here this evening. Our officiating crew is out of the Newcastle, Noblesville, Yorktown area, that kind of triangle. You have Rick Frank from Newcastle. By the way, he is a prosecutor in the prosecutor's office down that way. Taylor McDougall is the umpire. He is a financial analyst from Noblesville. Pete Olson is the town manager of Yorktown. Mike Daly of Indianapolis is a surgery logistics professional for IU Health. And Justin Jackson from Greenwood, which is down on the south side of Indianapolis, is a real estate agent with RE/MAX. So you want to mess with these officials, they will sue you and do surgery on whoever beats you up. How's that? The captains are on the field with our officiating crew, our esteemed officiating crew. They are talking over last-minute things. Most of this has already been discussed. Plymouth has won the toss. This will be the first time that the Tigers didn't win the toss. They'll defer, and I'll bet for all the world that Bart Curtis wants that football, and he's going to get it, and he'll be going toward the south end of Fisher Field. There is a bit of a breeze, but it's not much, and over the course of the evening, that will die out. Northern Lakes Conference football. This game will always mean a little extra to me because my dad played on that team over there. He was a center back after World War II, played for Plymouth back at the old, what is now Lincoln Middle School. And so to see those colors, Dad and I used to go to, because we played soccer, right? We didn't have football, so we would travel around it. We went to Triton, we went to Bremen, we did the Bremen-Jimtown game one year. That was a riot. And so we went to Plymouth a lot, and so this game means a little extra because of my pop. So the Rockies will kick off. They will be going from our right to left, which is from south to north, here in the opening quarter of play. Plymouth still huddling around their special teams coach. The Tigers have two men deep, and by the way, one of them is not Julius Jones. You have Herman Flores Ortega back there with Bryson Brown here on this kickoff. Julius got leg whipped by accident in practice yesterday, and so that may be a little bit of it. And kicking off for Plymouth is going to be Chris Johnson, sophomore lineman. And right now they're waiting for the football. That's what we're waiting for. It's like, what are we waiting for? But it's the football. It's the most important thing.
Yeah, you can't do it without the football.
So that ball is out there now. Oh, and actually, it won't be Johnson because it was Devontae Garcia who was running around looking for the ball. That's who I expected to be doing the kicking off, but I couldn't find him because he was running around looking for the game ball that they want to kick off with. Tigers have 5 men right at the 50-yard line. They're spread back behind them as we get ready for the Northern Lakes Conference to begin. Warsaw and Plymouth for the 102nd time. Garcia waiting for the whistle. He gets it, and here we go. Garcia only 3 yards off the ball. High, short kick, and it will be caught by the Tigers. And the guy who caught the ball is going to go down at the 48-yard line. Good job there by Warsaw. Good job by Eric Pohl, the sophomore, to make the fair. He didn't make a fair catch. He caught that with people around him. And Warsaw with good field position right off the bat at the 48-yard line of Plymouth.
Yeah, nice job by Pohl that time. Plymouth tried to pop it straight up in the air. They only kicked it 10 yards, but Pohl, used to handling the ball, he's a halfback part of the time. He made a nice catch.
Not exactly the hands team out there, but they had some guys that are not unaccustomed to handling the ball. Curtis, option play up the middle. Herman Flores Ortega will get 2 yards to the 46. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Tigers. And right away we have a Plymouth injury. Oh, and it's Connor DeLee, and they can't have an injury. He's one of their biggest guys on a team that doesn't have a lot of big guys. And DeLee is down and being attended to.
Yeah, DeLee, he's 6'4", 275. He's a force there in the middle for him.
On a team that struggles to stop people in the middle and has really very few beefy guys. Not that they've always been huge up front. They do a lot of the work that they do from toughness. We talked about it. I hope we accurately displayed that in the pregame show. This has always been, especially with John Barron as the coach, this has been about toughness. It's not about how big we are, how fast we are. It's about how tough we are, and nobody's going to be tougher than we are. And that's, according to John Barron, who would know, that is at the top of his list. Because when John played in high school, a lot of colleges passed up on him because he was not big enough. He was only about 5'6". DeLee walking off under his own power, but very slowly. The Tigers resume play with the ball at the Plymouth 46 after the very short kickoff. 18 seconds into quarter number 1 with a 2nd down and 8. Ball just inside the far hash mark. The play signaled in from the near side. Curtis now will take a look around and get his team ready to go. Now the slot man on the near side does a little shifting. And they're going to pitch it to Jones, and he'll try to turn the corner. He does, 45, 40, near sideline, 35, 30, 25, 20, still in bounds, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Julius Jones, 46 yards on his first touch of the game, his 5th touchdown of the year, and the Tigers quickly lead 6-0.
Yeah, how about that? The Tigers on the first play from scrimmage, they pounded up the middle with the fullback. They get 2 yards. And then on that play, they bring Julius Jones in motion from left to right. And they don't fake it to the fullback. They simply turn and pitch it to him. So it's student body right. And he got a nice kick-out block. And he hit that sideline and outran the Plymouth defense to the end zone. A 46-yard touchdown for Julius Jones.
Mason Smythe, the freshman, 7 out of 8 on extra points early in this season. Josh Peffler to snap it back to Tucker Curtis. Good snap, spot is down, kick is up. It's wiggling toward the left upright, but it is good. 11:15 left to play first quarter. Warsaw 7, Plymouth nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now for next year at Warsaw's only based marina on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor Boat custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their expanded indoor, safe and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, Splendor has a custom upholstery and canvas shop for new fitting and repairing individual cushions to covers and tops. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
As one of the leading estate sales companies in the area, Metzger Property Services has decades of communal experience between their qualified real estate agents. Metzger lists and sells all types of real estate at auction or private sale. Whether it's agricultural, residential, commercial, or developmental, there is an agent with the experience you need working for you. For sales or acquisitions, private or auction, give them a call and find out the many benefits of buying or selling real estate at auction. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon, generation after generation.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at NewsNowWarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
2 plays, 7 points for the Tigers. Now Plymouth will get their first crack at it. 11:15 left to play here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, you and I talked in the pregame about how if the Tigers could put some points up early, it would put pressure on this Plymouth team, and the Tigers have done just that.
And the Tigers to kick off. Smythe with the ball teed up at the 40, right in the middle. So far, he's not kicked one deep all year, but he will now. It's high, it's come to the near side, and this will be Garcia from the 9-yard line. 10, middle of the field, 15, 20, spun around and going down at the 21-yard line. Good coverage by Warsaw. And the Plymouth offense will go to work. Glenn Kriegbaum, Kreigbaum. Kriegbaum, 6 foot, 170-pound senior. So far this year, the one thing you can say about him passing the ball is he's had to run around a lot because he's been chased out of the pocket a lot. And these Tiger front 3 plus the outside linebackers are hoping that he does a little more of that and they can get to him tonight. He's got Heine behind him. Heine spelled H-E-I-N-Y. And Kriegbaum will go under center. Now you're going to send a man in motion. That's Shealy. They try the fullback up the middle, and he'll get 4 yards out to the 15-yard line. Heine with 21 carries in week 1 for 91 yards, 13 carries last week for 49 yards. He has 2 touchdowns, 1 each week. Just under 11 minutes left to play. A 46-yard touchdown run by Julius Jones has the Tigers in the lead. Ball right in the middle of the field at the 25-yard line, the south end of Fisher Field. Wideouts on either side of the formation, wings on either side on 2nd down and 6. Kriegbaum, Heine a 4-point stance behind him. There goes Shealy in motion, option play left, and the Tigers are all over it. It's a loss of a yard to the play back to the 14-yard line, and that was Luke Anderson along with Zach Deeks in there to blow that play up. It's 3rd down and 7.
And how about that? Plymouth giving that flex bone look right now. They set up with the 2 wings. They brought the man in motion. It kind of looked like the Warsaw offense there for a moment.
Yes, it did. 3rd down and 7. They need to get the ball to the 31 to get a 1st down. Same formation. Kriegbaum takes a good long look at the Tigers secondary. Now he'll duck under center. Now here comes Garcia in motion. Option play. He's going to pitch it back late. Garcia's got spun around. He's got a 1st down past the 30-yard line and then steps out of bounds at the 32. Oh, and we've got an injured Tiger down on the Warsaw bench, and that's Zach Deeks. Deeks went down in the middle of the pile there as they were chasing Garcia, who did a little spinorama to catch that ball. The pitch was way behind him, and he did good not only to catch it, but get a 1st down, and we've got Deeks down on the field. He is actually off the field, so play resumes. 9:42 left to play here in the opening quarter. Plymouth with their first possession, trailing Warsaw 7-0. Kriegbaum. Garcia coming to motion to the near side. Option play up the middle. Heine, not much room there. And it'll be a gain of no gain as they give him back to the 32. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Rockies.
You know, this is interesting because I watched the first 2 game films between these 2 teams. Plymouth didn't run this offense at all. They're in Warsaw's flex bone offense right now, and that's what they've run the last 3 plays.
This is John Barron, right?
That is John Barron all the way.
He's not going to show you anything in those first 2 games that they're going to do in the conference game. 2nd down and 10. Ball in the near hash mark at the Plymouth 32. They're down 7-0. Kriegbaum calls out the signal. Shealy goes in motion. Option play left. The ball's knocked free. It's loose on the ground, and somehow Kriegbaum bat on top of it. Holy mackerel. That ball was rolling around there, and there were 3 Tigers chasing it like a pig in the barnyard, and nobody could get to it before before Kriegbaum rolled over and grabbed it. It's a loss of 5 and 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, that time they tried to run the option to the right side. He put the ball in the belly of the fullback, and when he pulled it out, the ball went straight up in the air, and somehow Kriegbaum was able to get on it.
The word is squirt. That ball just went straight up in the air, and everybody saw it like a big balloon, and nobody could get to it. 3rd down and 3rd down and 15. Kriegbaum from the 27. Sets his offensive line, takes the snap, pitches back for Shealy. The Tigers have it strung out, and it's going nowhere. It's a loss of 4 more yards back to the 23. And there's what Colt Van Houten brings to the table. Speed to burn on the outside as he came flying in there and forced a loss of more yardage. And now it's 4th and very long, and the Rockies will have to drop back in an apparent punt formation.
Yeah, great job that time by the Tiger defense. They tried to run the pitch sweep to the right, and the Tiger defense came up across the line of scrimmage and turned it back to the inside.
Kriegbaum will drop back deep. Again, John Barron, very famous for having his quarterback be his punter and not always punt from there. Oh, they snapped it over his head. It bounces at the goal line. Kriegbaum is going to chase it. He's going to touch it out of bounds. It'll be a safety. It's a safety for the Tigers, and it's 9-0. That snap wasn't close. Kriegbaum never even jumped for it. He took off running, hoping he could get to it before it went too far, but he could not.
Yeah, just like that, lightning strikes, and Plymouth makes a mistake. As you said, the long snapper snapped it over the head of the punter, and it went through the back of the end zone. And Kriegbaum went chasing after it, and he just kind of waited and let it roll through the back of the end zone. So a safety, the Tigers get 2 points, and they're going to be getting the ball back.
Well, we hope for a good start. I'm not sure we could ask for more than this from the Tigers.
Oh, I agree totally. The offense did their job. Broke open a big long run, and now the defense has held them, and then Plymouth has made a mistake and given us a couple of more points.
So now a free kick opportunity here for the Rockies. The Tigers with a chance to, before half the quarter's over, to put together a pretty good lead. Garcia's got the tee out. He's going to put the ball in the near hash mark at the 20, and now the Tigers have even more guys congregating toward the front, expecting more chicanery. Although from your 20, I'm not sure it's the best idea. But again, John Barron's known for going totally against the book. And that's part of why he's such a good coach, because he will catch you by surprise. Again, Garcia will have about a two-step run up. The deepest guys for the Tigers are at their own 33. Garcia puts his arm up. Everybody's ready. High, short kick, fair catch called for and made at the 46-yard line. Jet Woodard, I think, was the guy who made that, right? Yes, sir. Jet Woodard makes the fair catch call at the 46-yard line. So the Tigers have started two possessions. Both have been in Plymouth territory, and with 7:23 left to go in the first quarter, they lead 9-0 and a chance to improve on that.
Yeah, that was an interesting kick because it wasn't short enough that you could jump on it, yet you kicked it really high right to one of the Tiger guys, but you didn't kick it very deep. So Tigers benefited from that.
Tucker Curtis has two wide outs on the near side. That's the wide side of the field with the ball in the left hash mark. Herman Flores Garcia behind his man. He's got the carry up the middle. He's got a first down almost, and I think he's going to be a little short. Gain of 9 on the play. Flores Ortega on the carry. Gain of 9, second down.
Nice job by the right side of the offensive line that time, just kind of caving it down into the inside. They ran the fullback dive, but he really went more off the off-tackle hole that time than right over the center. But a nice job again by the right side of the line.
Correction. Give him 10 yards. They move the ball half a yard. First down Tigers. 7:07 left to play here in our opening quarter. Warsaw with a 9-0 lead after a touchdown and a safety. The first points scored by the defense this season. And now Tucker Curtis to the offense, trying to put to it. Now here's Jones, sweeping right, cuts up field at the 35, and he'll be tripped up and go down at the 32. That's a gain of 4 yards for the outstanding star of the Warsaw Tigers, Julius Jones. 871 yards rushing a year ago, 161 in game one, 83 last week. 4 touchdowns between them, and now already one with 46 yards tonight. And a very late handoff as Flores Ortega carried the ball, a defender, and Tucker Curtis for about a yard, and now it's third down coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, you said that very well. He put the ball in the belly of the fullback, but he never let go, and Flores ended up carrying it in the middle for a no gain.
They need to get the ball to the 26. They're at the 32. And they run the counter to Jones, and he got his helmet grabbed. He'll get to the 30-yard line and spin out to the 29. He'll be 3 yards short of the first down. Too far for a field goal. It would be a 46-yarder, and the Tigers going to run right to the line of scrimmage. Curtis, long count. And trying to get Plymouth to jump, and they did. Curtis with the hard count got Plymouth to jump off sides, and they're going to get a first down out of it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, when Warsaw races to the line of scrimmage like that in a short yardage situation, chances are pretty good they're going to try to get the opponent to jump, and they did that time. Plymouth bit at the hard count. They jumped off sides.
We see it all the time.
We do.
And they never run a play. They always look back to the coach. They're trying to get Plymouth and the other teams to jump, and it worked. 5:39 left to play opening quarter. Warsaw 9-0, and now with the ball at the Plymouth 24. Option play for Ortega. Big hole, 25-20. 15, stiff arms a man inside the 10. He'll go down at the 6-yard line. First and goal Tigers on an 18-yard run for the Tiger fullback.
And again, off the right side that time, the right side of that offensive line, just shoving Plymouth off the line of scrimmage and doing a great job of moving the defense around right now.
Ball in the near hash mark at the 6. Warsaw looking for a double-digit lead here in the first 7 minutes of the game. The wide side of the field is left, one wide out that way. Option play left again. Flores Ortega dives over the pile and gets 3 yards down to the 3. Second down and goal. Tigers have been very good in the red zone this season. They have scored, at this point, every time they've been down there. Brown on the right, Jones on the left. Merle, the only wide out in this formation. Option play again. Flores Ortega powers into the end zone. Touchdown. Herman Flores Ortega scores, and it's 15-0 Warsaw.
And again, that offensive line just moving Plymouth off of the ball. And Bryson Brown did a nice job of diving down inside, getting a block on a linebacker. Flores Ortega just went right up the back of Bryson Brown as the two of them went into the end zone together. So the Tigers put together a nice drive, highlighted by Ortega going through 3 yards off the right side for another 6 points.
And now Smythe to make it 16 with the point after. Long count. Good snap. Spot is down. Kick is up, and the kick curls through there. 16-0 Warsaw. 4:48 left to play here in the opening period. We're back after this on News Now Warsaw.
Switching banks has never been easier. Our Click Switch service will assist you in transferring your direct deposit and recurring payments. This is Kim Bold at Crossroads Bank. Stop in and see me at your Warsaw Banking Center, located at 895 North Parker Street. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Get the latest local news weekdays on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger and Rod back with you. Next week will be another very special game for this broadcaster. Back in 1991, Brad Ellis, who was the play-by-play announcer for Warsaw football, took his color guy, which was me, and Tim Kiefaber, and I believe Scott Davidson went with us that night as well. He was working for the Times Union then. And we went to Mishawaka for the Jamboree, back when they had Jamborees. And they gave me a quarter to do Jamboree, and that was my first football broadcast here at WRSW 30 years ago. And you know what that means? I'm an old fart.
Well, we already knew that. You always remember your first broadcast, don't you?
I remember where I was sitting. I remember everything about that day. I remember everything about it.
Well, I remember my first one 20 years ago with you.
That was
over at Homestead.
We had so much fun that night.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, we
did. We had never done a game before, but you couldn't tell it because we had so much fun. Smythe with another deep kick. Garcia backs up. We'll take it at the 4. 5, 10, middle of the field, 15. Tigers are all over him. He gets away. He'll get across the 20. The ball came out. The ball came out. It's a fumble, and the Tigers have recovered. The Tigers have recovered. It's Jet Woodward again. He's been in the middle of a lot here in the first 8 minutes of the game. It's a fumble by Plymouth at their own 23. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Yeah, nice return that time. He danced around. He eluded a couple of tacklers. But one of the Tigers got his hand on the ball and poked it loose, and the Tigers were there to capitalize.
So Plymouth with a 3-and-out that followed with a snap over the head of the punter and out the back of the end zone for 2 points. And then they fumbled the kickoff. And they're down 16-0. Warsaw looking to run away and hide right off the bat. Ball in the middle of the field at the Plymouth 23. Play clock at 5. Curtis will keep it this time. Run right, 20, middle of the field, 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Tucker Curtis with his second rushing touchdown of the year. And at 4:35 of the first quarter, it's already 22-0 Warsaw.
Boy, the Tigers made that look easy. They ran the option to the right, and he didn't even put the ball in the belly of the fullback. Fullback went off tackle right, had a lead block for Curtis, who went again off tackle to the right side, and nobody touched him. He just blew through the line and then outran the secondary into the end zone for a 31-yard touchdown.
Smythe to add point number 23. Snap. Spot, whistles, sound. The kick is up. The kick is good. Is there a flag down? I'm not sure. Yeah, there is a flag down back there behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting.
I thought the whistle sounded before just like as the ball was being snapped.
I agree with you. Resetting
the play clock. That raised the roof signal. Referees, I don't know.
Inadvertent whistle?
I don't know. They didn't move the ball. No signal, no nothing. So, Smythe will try again. Pelfrey to snap it back to Curtis. And then the freshman Smythe to put leather to it. High snap. This time the spot is down, the kick is up, and the kick is once again good. 4:35 left to play here in the opening quarter. It is 23-0 Warsaw already, and we're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Best one tire and auto care.
Now through September 22nd, get up to $90 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card with the purchase of 4 eligible Bridgestone tires. Then receive an additional $40 when that purchase is made with your new or existing CFNA credit card. See Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care for details.
We're the best cost match.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network. 99.7 FM, 1480 AM. NewsNowWarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
What a start for Warsaw. We are not even 7.5 minutes into the game. Warsaw scored 3 touchdowns and has a safety to their credit and lead 23-0 over Plymouth.
You know, I felt pretty good about this game coming in, but I had no idea that it was going to start like this. I mean, the Tigers have just, run wild over Plymouth here early on.
I'm okay with that.
I am too, and Plymouth has made obviously a lot of mistakes early here also to help Warsaw.
A bad snap, fumbled kickoff return. Things have not gone well for the Rockies. And now, down 23, already 0-2 in the season. They got to try to figure out a way to get back in this game. Smythe from the 40 to our left, kicking into a little bit of a breeze. The rain that we saw earlier has all moved off. And the run up, kind of a stutter step and a boot. Garcia will try again, this time near side 5, 10, 15. Trying to get to the outside 20. Now cuts back to the middle, trying to find a hole, and there just isn't one. Warsaw with a really good job on special teams coverage here tonight. This is the first time, Rob, we've seen them kick the ball off this season. Smythe has done a good job, and the coverage has been excellent. Yeah, the coverage has been really good. You got to believe that those coverage guys are finally saying, man, finally we get to cover a kick. Because up to this point, they've just been pooching it down, short distances along the sideline. 4:28 left to play. First quarter, Warsaw with a 23-0 lead over Plymouth, and the Rockies will start from there on 21. The wide side of the field is right. That's the wide side of the field being on the far side. Kriegbaum under center. Shealy goes in motion. Option play left. Hand off to Heine, and he'll get a yard. Anderson right there. And Chet Woodard in there to help with the stop. And they'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Next week, the Tigers will be at Mishawaka. 2 weeks from tonight, Northridge will be in town. That will be homecoming. This year's homecoming will look a lot different than last year's, thank goodness. At least we think so at this point. Yeah, we hope so. 2nd down and 9. Ball still in the near hash mark. Kriegbaum again goes under center. And he'll keep it this time, running left to the short side. Pitches back late. Garcia got a hole up the sideline. 35 and out of bounds into the Tiger bench. That was Theo Catras applying a pretty good lick at the 38-yard line, but still a first down for Plymouth, their first down of the contest. Yeah, and that time they ran the option to the left side, faked it to the fullback up the middle, and when they came wide left, there weren't many Tigers there. He made a nice pitch, and Garcia picked up 14 yards on the play. 3:41 left to play, first quarter. Warsaw with a 23-0 lead on Plymouth. And now on first down from their own 38. This is their deepest penetration of the game. And up the middle, Heine, and he'll get to the 40-yard line. Gain of 2. Winchester with help from Anderson. When those two dudes fall on you, it does not feel good. I'm just saying, It does not feel happy.
There's some big men in there.
Winchester kind of got pushed around a little bit as a sophomore, but he has really played well here at the start of his junior season. And Anderson is a guy who has always played bigger than his body, and his body now has grown into his possession. 2nd down and 8. Ball right on the 40 on the near hash mark. Kriegbaum will keep it. He'll drop back. He's going to get hit. He's going to go down. Schnackenberg hit him first, threw him off balance, and then Johnny Burrett threw him for a loss back to the 33. That doesn't go as a sack, and I'm waiting for Schnackenberg to get one because it's going to be a schnack, but it's 3rd down and 15.
Well said. Yes, and that time, great penetration by the Tigers. Plymouth tried to run an option left. They faked it to the fullback, and when Kriegbaum rolled out to the left, he just got buried in the backfield.
The Tigers are pinning the ears back on what is certainly a passing down on 3rd and 15. Kriegbaum drops back to throw, being chased by 4 guys. Will loft it up the far side, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Garcia at the 40-yard line on the far side of the field. It's 4th and 15, and the Rockies will try to punt again. The last time they tried it, it didn't go very well. The ball was snapped over Kriegbaum's head, rolled through the back of the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, that time Plymouth tried to throw the ball, and there were 4 guys in the backfield chasing Kriegbaum. And that's been the theme so far this year, is he has not had any time to throw.
So Kriegbaum will drop back to his 20-yard line. Julius Jones hoping for a crack at it. There's another high snap. They snapped it over his head again. Kriegbaum inside his 10-yard line. It's going to be recovered. No, it's rolling loose in the end zone. It's going to be recovered by the Tigers for a touchdown. It's Schnackenberg. Schnackenberg scores a touchdown for the Tigers on another bad snap by Plymouth, and it's 29-0 Warsaw.
Man, and Schnackenberg is celebrating, as you can imagine. The big defensive lineman gets himself a touchdown, and after rolling around, jumping around, he ran over to the official and handed him the ball, and he's getting the congratulations now from his teammates. So the Tigers benefit from another Plymouth mistake as they snap the punt snap over the punter's head, and the Tigers get a touchdown out of it.
That was closer, but still way too high. And now Smythe to add another point after. Good snap, spot is down. Kick is up. Oh, it hit the goalpost. Hit the left upright, no good. He's been flirting with that side all night, and that time it jumped up and got him. 1:42 left to play first quarter. Warsaw 29, Plymouth nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. Lakeside Chevrolet, Warsaw's hometown dealer, now has a second location in Huntington. Lakeside Chevrolet is the only dealer in Warsaw and Huntington to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. With over 200 vehicles to choose from, TY Lakeside Group is one of the fastest growing dealers in Indiana. Check out the inventory online and get approved at lakesidechevy.com or lakesidehuntington.com. Lakeside Chevrolet, home of the warranty forever. The Cubs, the Colts, and the Warsaw Tigers are all part of the team on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Well, I can't imagine a first quarter in the all the time you and I have been doing games, the literally almost 200 games that we've done. I can't think of a first quarter that's gone quite like this.
No, I agree totally. I mean, just if you're a Warsaw fan, everything has gone your way. And can you imagine being a Plymouth fan trying to watch this? That would just be excruciating.
Smythe, a good kick. This will be Garcia again at the 8, near side 10, 15, 20, out to the 25, and spun down there. Let's see if we can get you a number. I think that was Catras. Yes, it was. Nick Catras on the special teams tackle. Ball at the 25-yard line for Plymouth. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. And the Rockies are down 29-0 here in the 102nd meeting between Warsaw and Plymouth. And they're looking to try to get 2 first downs in a drive. So far they've had the ball 4 times. They fumbled a kickoff once, and they have 1 first down to their name. Kriegbaum, option right, keeps it, pitches back low, good catch by Sheely, and he's going to be hit and thrown for a loss. Dimitri Chandler on the stop for the Tigers, and we've got an injured player for Plymouth. And it's the guy who carried the ball, that's Sheely. The training staff for Plymouth will mask up, and they will run out there and check on Michael Sheely, who has injured his right leg.
Boy, you hate to see this.
Nope, it's never good. It doesn't matter what the score, whose team. It just is always bad. It's part of the game. And I noticed that the players, the coaches, the officials have all moved away. And Sheely is in significant pain. John Barron is now out there. And in his frustration, he tosses his water ball to the sideline. Looks like it's down around his ankle that they are checking. Again, next week, Mishawaka at Mishawaka. The following week, Northridge here. And then at Goshen. Wawasee for the W game here. There's a lot of special stuff that's going on. The College Football Playoff Championship is in Indianapolis this year, and they're doing some special stuff. And I'm hearing that the group that's putting that on is coming to Fisher Field, at least some of them. The committee is going to be here for that. So that'd be a very special night. And oh, by the way, it's the W game, which is always special in itself. And then Northwood at home and at Concord. I'm telling you all that because this will be the last time that lines up that way as they continue to work on Michael Sheely's lower right leg. The conference, I was almost called the commissioners, but the principals and the athletic directors and the coaches for football all got together and said, let's look at this schedule, right? Let's figure this thing out. So what's going to happen is the schedule's going to rotate. Now, next year, our first conference game will be at Plymouth. However, after that, everything else will look different. Who we play and where we play them will be the same, but when we play them will be different. So, for example, we play Northridge at home this year. We will go to Northridge, but it will not be in week 5. So they've done all that. It's very complicated. They have this charted out through 2025. So they put a lot of thought into it, and so we won't be able just to go, well, it's week 5, we're going to Middlebury.
Yeah, you and I can do that because we've done it for so long, but it won't be that way anymore.
Not anymore. And they're doing that because some of the schedules, some teams play the really hard teams in the conference right off the bat, and then they're way behind. Sheely is off the field. He was helped off with a little bit of weight on his own. Kriegbaum, a little screen pass. The flat got a man wide open. It's Heine at the 25, 30. Ran into a guy, lost the football, but somehow reeled it back in on his own before it hit the ground. And at the 35-yard line, it's going to be a first down after a gain of 14 yards for the Rockies.
Yeah, nice little catch and pass that time. Kriegbaum rolled out, ran a little play action, faked the pitch to the right side, and then threw it back to the left flat. And Heine was out there, made the catch, and picked up 14 yards on the play.
1:08 left to play, opening quarter. Warsaw with a 29-0 lead over the Rockies. Kriegbaum to the line of scrimmage, ball in the near hash mark at the 36. He'll take the snap and hand off up the middle to Heine, and he'll push forward with good yardage out to the 40. And that's Nick Catras at the bottom of the pile for the Tigers. Nick off to a really good start for Warsaw on defense this season. 25 tackles a year ago, 8.5 through the first 2 games of the season. Final 40 seconds of quarter number 1 with Warsaw in the lead 29-0. Second down and 6. Get ball on the near side. Kriegbaum sets his offense, wings on either side. Here comes Garcia in motion. Hand off to Heine up the middle. He'll dive forward. He'll be close to the 45. They're going to give him to the 45. He'll be a yard short on the first down. Plymouth does not have to snap the ball if they choose not to. And John Barron is holding up his hand. So after 1 quarter of play, Warsaw 29, Plymouth nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Look for fall. Head to Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw during the Labor Day sale for limited time savings on Lazy Boys. Hi, this is Keith Reinhold. Sofas, sectionals, and the popular Lazy Boy recliners are all on the floor and ready for fast and free delivery, and they're all on sale. Choose your item, your color, your power option, and create the room of your dreams during the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale going on now at Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, 118 West Main Street in downtown Warsaw.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw. And once again, it's time for football games under the lights on Friday night. It's also time to think about taking care of your Bobcat equipment and Cub Cadet or X-Mark mower you've been working hard all summer long. You should give it a pat on the back by bringing it to us for that fall service so it can relax all winter long and be ready for spring. We would like to pass on a huge thank you to this amazing community that we live in. We are very proud to have you as neighbors and friends. This proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger Football just wants to say thanks. Booyah!
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Thanks, Steve. Back at the station. Roger and Rob with you on a Friday night. Warsaw 29-0 leaders over Plymouth as we start quarter number 2. Tigers at 1-1. Plymouth is 0-2. Well, the reality is, unless something really strange happens, they're going to be 0-3 by the time this night is over. Third down and a yard from the Plymouth 45. Kriegbaum under center. Garcia in motion to the short side. They hand off to Heine, and he didn't get it. He did not get it. Anderson stopped him for a gain of a few inches. And it will be fourth down and just under a yard.
And you know John Barron's going to go for it. He's gone for it a lot already this year on fourth down.
He would go for it anyway.
Yes, he would.
He's gone for it from inside his own 20-yard line. There was a very famous play at Plymouth I will relate to you after this play. I know you will remember it because it wasn't that long ago. Kriegbaum lets the play clock run down a little bit. Now he goes under center. Tigers showing blitz. They are coming. Hey, Heine up the middle, and I think he's got the first down. He does. Give him a gain of 2. 11:21 left to play first half. 29-0 Tigers. 4th and 18. Remember that one? 4th and 18, Plymouth at their own 12-yard line. Barron goes for it in the fourth quarter. They were leading at the time, and they converted that first down on an out pass to the sidelines. And they ended up winning the football game.
Yeah, that's what carried them to the victory.
Yep. It's like, you're crazy, John. What are you doing? And they made it. From the Plymouth 47, first down Rockies. Garcia in motion to the far side, and Kriegbaum will pitch it back late, and he pitched it right out of bounds. Kriegbaum got hammered by Nick Catras as he pitched that ball, and it wasn't anywhere close to Garcia. He actually turned to the bench side as the ball went behind him, trying to get to that ball before it went out of bounds. It's a loss back to the 39, which is a loss of 8.
And you know, one of the big storylines of this game is they're trying to run the flex bone that Warsaw runs. And you can tell they haven't done it a lot, but this is the first time they've shown it.
Second down and 18. Kriegbaum lets the play clock get down to 7. And they'll run the option. It's a keeper for Kriegbaum. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He got away, and he's got blockers in front. 40. A flag comes down at the Plymouth 43. Binkard on the stop. Johnson was there to help, and we have another Rocky down on the ground. And that's Christian Quintana. Let's see what the flag is.
That was at Fran Tarkington, kind of Kriegbaum that time. He started to run an option to the right, and then he reversed his field and started scrambling around, and he is tough to catch when he starts to move.
The official's still talking. They've been talking now for over 30 seconds. Now we're going to get an indication as to what the penalty was. There was none. They pick up the flag, and it's now 3rd down and about 14 from the Rocky 43. Just under 11 minutes left to play first half. Warsaw up 29-0. A 29-point first quarter for the Tigers. And you're wondering, what's the record for points a quarter? I don't know. But I can't remember a 29-point quarter at any point in my time broadcasting Tiger football for Warsaw. Kriegbaum fakes the pitch, rolling out to the wide side, looking down the field, being chased by Burt, fires it over the middle, and it is caught. Good catch at the Tiger 48-yard line. The catch made there by Nathaniel Derafield. It is still short of the first down at the 48. It'll be 4th down and 4 coming up for the Rockies.
Yeah, that was really well run that time. They faked a pitch to the left, and Kriegbaum rolled out to the right, and he was very patient waiting for his receiver to open up, who had come all the way across the field. And he threw a nice strike in there. Deerfield made the catch while going down, so he picked up 9 yards.
4th down and 4. They have to get the ball to just past the Tiger 44-yard line. Play clock at 3, now 2, now 1, and they didn't get the playoff. Oh. They didn't get the playoff. Delayed game called against Plymouth. And it'll be 4th down and 9.
Well, that's a killer. That's a killer. You got a 4th and reasonable, and now you've got 4th and long.
Well, you're trying to, you've got a couple first downs here. You built a little bit of something in this drive, and then the wheels fall off of it there. It's 4th down and 9. And obviously they're sending out some new guys.
Is this a punting unit?
Maybe. Yeah, Kriegbaum's drop it deep. I call this polecat now. Watch out. This is famous where Barron's got something in mind. Everybody in the outsides are covered. Tigers had an extra guy out there. He runs off the field. They've tried to punt twice, 2 bad snaps, both over the head of the punter. This one is wobbly, but he's able to catch it, and it's away. Down the field, low line drive, inside the Tiger 30-yard line, and it will be touched at the 22. 1st down, Warsaw, 9:07 left to play first half. Tigers 29, Rockies nothing. Stay tuned, the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show is coming up. We'll have the first half scoring, first half stats, 2 minutes of local news, all coming your way at halftime. And if the Tigers score here, it might be a running clock.
It might be a running clock. And, right now we got a little break in the action. Might be a good time to mention, I think we have 100 cheerleaders down there on the sideline.
We do.
And most of them are under the age of 7 or 8.
Yes. You know how short I am. Most of them are not up to my waist. That's how short they are. Cutie patooties. 1st down and 10 from the Tiger 22. And up the middle, Flores Ortega dragging men all the way out near the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards out to the 8 for Herman Flores Ortega. 2nd down and a couple coming up here for the Tigers. And they will quickly run to the line of scrimmage. 8:48 left in the half. Tigers leading by 29 over Plymouth. Ball on the far hash mark. The wide side is left as Warsaw goes to the north end of Fisher Field. Option play up the middle. Flores Ortega again in the wide open 45, 50, and dragged down from behind Bar Garcia at the 43-yard line. And we have another Rocky down back at the line of scrimmage. Flores Ortega with another huge run on a huge hole up the middle, and a lunging tackle from behind is all that saved a touchdown there. We have another Plymouth player down on the field. 8:30 left to play first half. Warsaw 29, Plymouth nothing. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
I am a Colts fan. I'm a Bears fan, and you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
whoever you root for. In order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team, except the Patriots, Alder Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team.
Alder Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderbergen.com.
Hey, you've got a great-looking car.
Yeah?
Except for that ding in your door. Oh, got that in the parking lot. Well, your affordable solution is CarTech. CarTech. They use a paintless dent repair process that restores your car to make it beautiful and shiny again. Many dents are repaired the same day, whether at their shop or your driveway. For dents and dings and hail damage repair, it's CarTech, your last stop before the body shop. That's CARR, CarTechDents.com. The Warsaw Tigers play here on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
We cannot see the number of the injured player, but he is still down, and it's another lower leg injury. So that's 3 of those that we've seen since the game started. I've got a number now, and that is Caden Hooley, their star middle linebacker.
Yeah,
John Barron will help him up. He is checking to see if he can put any weight on it. He looks pretty pessimistic, although he is limping heavily, but he is moving toward the east sideline. 8:30 left to play, first half. Warsaw 29, Plymouth 0. And now the Tigers with 1st and 10 after the long run by Flores Garcia, which was how long?
The Flores Garcia was 27 yards.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And first down Tigers from the Rocky 41. And play resumes. Tucker under center. He'll hand it off. Flores Ortega across the 35-yard line down to the 34. That is a 7-yard first down run for the Tiger fullback. Off to a really good start. He only had 108 yards of total rushing last season. Of course, Juan Jaramillo did most of that work between the tackles. The first 2 games of the season, 157 total, including 130 against Dublin Kaufman. Option play, Tucker Curtis keeps it, running left, and he goes down at the 24-yard line. The ball came out, but he was ruled to have been down. So it'll be a first down for Warsaw and a gain of 10.
Yeah, he almost looked like he went down on his own that time. He had a nice hole. He was following the fullback, and somehow his feet went out from under him, but a nice run, a nice play for the Tigers.
I think he tripped on the 34-yard line.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
We may have to tease him about that when we see him next Thursday. First down, Warsaw, 7.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Flores Ortega up the middle again. Stopped on the play by Nathan Deerfield. Gain of about 3 yards to the 21. Tigers will go quickly to the line, which again doesn't mean that they're hurrying to run a play. They want to put pressure on you, and this is something we talked about, the rhythm of this offense. Other than the first game, we haven't seen much rhythm from it. They're trying to establish that here tonight. And Curtis is going to keep it again running left. Turns upfield, breaks a tackle to the 10, to the 5. He's in. However, there's a flag down back upfield. There's a flag down back where the block was thrown that sprung Curtis to the end zone. And this one is going to come back.
Yeah, that was really well executed off the left side that time, but the flag is thrown and it's coming back.
Holding penalty against the Tigers. And that'll back it up 10 yards from the flag, which is at the 16-yard line. Ooh, and the Plymouth player did something you should never do. He picked up the flag and started to walk it toward the official.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
You will get a sternly worded letter from the officials when you do that. So that backs the ball up to the 26-yard line. Second down and about 12 now for Warsaw. Just under 7 minutes left in the half, and Warsaw leading 29-0 over Plymouth. Curtis pitches back to Jones, gets a block upfield, far side 25, 20, cuts back in, spins around, gets a first down. Down to the 14-yard line, however, there's another flag back at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that time one of the Plymouth defensive linemen broke through, and I saw one of the Tiger offensive linemen grab him. So that one's likely to come back as a holding penalty as well.
This is the TV 46 game of the week. And we intentionally, I'm in charge of the seating chart here at Fisher Field for home football games. I intentionally put Chuck and Bob, and tonight it's Chuck and Bo, next to us. It's an illegal block called against the Tigers. Let's see if we can see it here on the replay. It must not have been where we could see it. So another penalty moves the ball all the way back to the 40. So the Tigers go in the wrong direction. It's now 2nd and 25. Warsaw with the ball at the 40. They have to get to the 15 to get a first down. Curtis with the ball in the middle of the field. Flores Ortega behind him. Curtis fakes the pitch, being pressured, lobs it down the hash mark. Man wide open, incomplete. Oh, he had a man wide open. Jack Merle got 2 hands on it, but just couldn't reel it in. It's 3rd down and 25.
Yeah, pretty well thrown ball, just half a step too far, and it could have put just a little more air under because Merle was so wide open. Those are the ones where you want to make sure you complete it. You can take a little bit off of it. If you don't leave them perfectly, that's okay. At least you get a completion out of it. But a nice play call by this Tiger coaching staff.
3rd and 25. Tigers up by 29 at the Plymouth 40. Curtis pitches back to Brown. Brown trying to turn upfield, gets hit at the 38, and it'll be dragged down at the 35-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 5. It's 4th down. And we're looking at Bart Curtis. And Bart Curtis has not sent the punt team out yet.
Yeah, I guess where they're at on the field probably has a lot to do with his decision making here.
Interesting. The offense stays out on the field. Halfway through the second quarter, Warsaw leading 29-0. They get the play from the sideline. Everybody checks their wrists to see what that play is. Curtis back to throw, rolling out, throws to the flat, got a man wide open. It's Herman Flores Ortega, and he'll get inside the 25-yard line and go down at the 23. That'll be a gain of 12. Far short of what they needed for a first down. Plymouth takes over on downs with 5:45 left to play in our first half. And hold on, is there a flag down? There is a flag down. It's an illegal block called against Warsaw. So the Rockies will decline that and take the football. So as I said, first down Rockies. Don't forget the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show is coming up. It'll take us a little while to go through the first half scoring. All of it in the first quarter. Warsaw with a 29-point first quarter. And leading by that margin right now. Kriegbaum under center. He'll run left with Heine, and he'll get across the 25 up to about the 27, gain of 4. Stopped by Theo Catras. Second down, about 6 coming up for the Rockies.
Heine's a good fit for that fullback position in this offense.
Oh, yeah.
Good, strong runner, and runs low to the ground, protects the ball, runs hard up the middle. He's a good fit for this flex bone.
Scorecard says he weighs 178.
I think he's bigger than that.
Feels bigger than that. He's not very tall, 5'8". They've had a lot of guys in that 5'8", 180, 190 range. Kriegbaum up the middle again to Heine, and he'll get to the 30-yard line. So a gain of 3 more. Sets up 3rd down and 3. Under 5 minutes left to play first half. A cloudy night here at Fisher Field. We did have rain between 6:30 and 7. I don't think it prevented anybody from coming. It certainly didn't chase anybody home. And now it's campfire weather, right?
Yes, it is.
S'mores, hot dogs, warm cup of coffee out by the fire. 3rd down and 3. Kriegbaum for the left hash mark. Garcia in motion to the short side. Option play. Kriegbaum's going to keep it. He lost the football, and the Tigers have recovered again. The Tigers have recovered again, and it is Theo Catras recovering the fumble for Warsaw inside the Plymouth 25-yard line.
And that time they tried to run the option to the left side, and they faked it to the fullback, and as Kriegbaum went out to the left, he got pressure and decided to try to pitch it anyway, and it was a bad pitch well behind the halfback. And the Tigers were opportunistic. They jumped on it, and the Tigers now get possession deep in Plymouth territory.
Right at the 20-yard line. So 2 lost fumbles, 2 bad snaps on punts. And we're going to have timeout on the field. Timeout Plymouth, 4:18 left to play first half, 29-0 in favor of Warsaw. We're back in 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon with Rock Hill Pinnock. One of the most important things to look for in a lawyer is experience. Our attorneys at Rock Hill Pinnock have a proven track record in our county with more than 200 years of combined experience. You won't find that in any other firm in our community. If you need an attorney for trial, mediation, or any other activity that may cause you to see the inside of a courtroom, we're here to help you get the best possible result. To discuss your case, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Roger and Rob with you. Steve back at the station. 4:18 left to play before halftime as the lights taking effect here at Fisher Field on this overcast, dare I say, chilly night. It seems so strange to say after last week, the sweatbox that we were in up at Michigan City, where literally at one point in the game, I pressed my finger against my shirt and water came out of the side. Tonight, sweatshirts required. And the Tigers have the ball after the turnover at the Plymouth 20-yard line. Curtis going to keep it, turns upfield as he ran to the right, gets 3 yards down to the 17.
Curtis is tough to see when he's behind that offensive line. That time he faked it to the fullback and went around the right side and just kind of tucked in behind those guys and ended up picking up 3 yards.
Ball in the far hash mark, that's right in front of the Plymouth bench. At the Rocky 17. 4 touchdowns for Warsaw and a safety so far. One of those touchdowns on defense. Jones in motion right. Curtis going to keep it. Oh, he's going to get smashed. Christian Quintana fell right on top of Curtis back at the 19-yard line. So that's a loss on the play. That didn't feel good because that's Quintana eats guys about the size of Curtis for breakfast and is still hungry.
Yeah, that's pretty unusual for Tigers to have a loss of yardage play.
Plymouth starting to sell out on the run. They've got just about everybody within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Tigers. Option play left, pitch back. Oh, it hit Brown in the face mask. He picks it back up, turns upfield. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers. Brown, what a play. That ball hit him right square in the face mask. It went straight down. He picked it up on one hop and scampered into the end zone.
Yeah, that was an option to the left side. Brown came in motion, and Tucker faked the ball to the fullback, and as he started to go down the line, he got some quick pressure. He pitched that thing sooner than he expected to, and he pitched it with a lot of velocity on it. And it hit Brown right in the face mask, went straight down, and like a basketball, bounced right back up into his hands, and he was able to tuck it away and go in for the score.
That does not happen 7 years ago. Snap and spot, and Smythe's kick is good. 2:52 left to play in the half. 36-0 Warsaw over Plymouth. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
All bad things in football.
All bad things when it comes to your water.
Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Tiger Talk, driven by R&B Car Company. Saturday at 9 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, online at newsnowwarsaw.com, and at the News Now Warsaw app.
Donuts provided by the Wabash Donut Shop, by the way. And the deal that we agreed to with them was 6, because there's 2 players and coach, so that'd be 2 each. Now, I picked 6, and then they just start throwing extras.
Oh, my gosh.
So they're very generous with that.
Yeah,
We
you got to
appreciate
love
very
that.
much. And oh, by the way, they're good.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
As you can see by my waistline, they're too good. All right, so it's 36-0. This is kind of new territory for Warsaw because the running clock now kicks in and will be in effect for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, that's something we haven't experienced in quite a while.
I think Wall was C up there 3 years ago.
Yeah,
maybe?
that's what I was thinking. That was the only other time I can remember.
Yeah. 2:52 left in the half. The Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show is coming up, so stay tuned. Smythe has been kicking deep. He's got Garcia standing back there at the 10-yard line. Run up and a kick, and it's a good kick. It's coming to the near sidelines. It's going to stay in bounds. It did. It gets into the end zone. Touchback for Mason Smythe, the first of his young career. They only have one guy deep, and he kicked it away from him. And Plymouth will take over from the 20 with 2:52 left to play here in the half. Notre Dame football starts on Sunday night. We'll have coverage on 107.3 WRSW. Starting at 6:30 on Sunday night as they take on the Fighting Brian Linkies, the Florida State Seminoles.
Yes, I know the Linkies are big Florida State fans.
Let's hope they're all very sad when the night is over. Love them. We'll love them on Sunday night. Love them a lot more if Notre Dame wins. Kriegbaum, option play up the middle, Heine, and he'll get 3 yards out to the 23. At this point, John Barron just wants to get off the field. Wants to get his kids in the locker room. Warsaw took the ball 2 plays into the end zone. They tried a short kick. Warsaw recovered it, got to the 48-yard line. And from the 46, Julius Jones scored on a sweep play. And it's been all Tigers ever since. 3 and out for Plymouth. At a safety and a bad snap on a punt. It's 9-0, and it has snowballed on the Rockies ever since. Option play left, Heine again finds a hole, ran into a Tiger defender, and goes down across the 30. He's got a first down out to the 32. Those Catras boys, they're not afraid of contact. Nick Catras lowered his shoulder and says, I don't care how much you weigh or how big you are, you're going down right here, and he did. 2:05 left in the half. 36-0 Warsaw with the lead. Ball at the Plymouth 32. Kriegbaum, Heine behind him, wings on either side of the formation, wideouts on either side as well with the ball right in the middle of the field. Kriegbaum takes his time getting under center. He'll send a man in motion, that's Deerfield. They'll run Heine up the middle and he'll get a couple more yards, give him 3 out to the 35.
And you called it. Plymouth is way behind on the scoreboard, and with time running down here in the end of the first half, they just want to get off the field. They're running the fullback up the middle, keeping the clock running.
Chase Carl on the stop for the Tigers. 2nd down and 7. Unless something happens, they'll have to snap it twice more to run out the clock here in the half, and they'll get the ball to start the 3rd. Kriegbaum, Garcia in motion to the far side, option play, good pitch back this time. Garcia, well read by the Tigers. He'll get away from one man, but then he'll be pushed back, and they'll give him forward progress to the 33-yard line. Carl, Britt, Nick Catras, all out there for the Tigers. 3rd down and 9 coming up, and Plymouth will have to snap it one more time here in the first half.
Great showing by this Tiger defense tonight, and obviously the Tiger offense has really got it rolling as well.
and special teams, and
special teams.
It's pretty much been everybody in the first half, especially that first quarter. Kriegbaum, 3rd down and 9. Option play, Heine up the middle, gets across the 35 out to the 38-yard line. It's 4th down. No timeouts obviously will be taken here. Bart Curtis is taking off his headset. He's starting to matriculate down to the southwest corner of Fisher Field. What a performance for the Warsaw Tigers in the first half. They lead Plymouth 36-0 here at the intermission. First half scoring comes your way. Rob's stats and more coming up after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, wrecking in the state, and need the best rate, take the next step, go records in that, go with the guy who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, go records in that, they'll come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
go records in that.
When Warsaw Community Schools makes a hiring decision, we're building on decades of success. We know it's our people who make all the difference. We hire winners. If you want to be on an all-pro, outstanding team, huddle up. Check out WCSjobs.com to find out more about full-time and part-time opportunities, benefits, and flexible schedules. That's WCSjobs.com. Go Tigers!
Jane, you look so relaxed. Did you just get back from vacation?
Get back? I live at Grace Village. I'm always on vacation. I have Grace's affordable, all-inclusive package. It includes meals, housekeeping, trips, and even visits to the salon. My newly renovated apartment is like staying at an upscale hotel. Oh, I gotta go. We're about to play cards.
I need a vacation. It's time to call the apartments at Grace Village.
Call the apartments at Grace Village at 574-372-6547. Isn't it time to plan your destination vacation?
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Ott Schroeder is right here in Warsaw to help you select the right protection at the right price. Ott will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call Ott. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Welcome back to Fisher Field. Roger Grossman with you. Halftime here at Warsaw. Tigers 36, Plymouth nothing here at halftime. The halftime show is brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet, Kosciuszko County's hometown dealer. Lakeside is the only new or used dealer in Warsaw to offer warranty forever. So find your new ride at Lakeside. We begin with the first half scoring. It was all Tigers, as we said from the very beginning. Warsaw took the opening kickoff at the Plymouth 48. They advanced at 2 yards in the first play. Julius Jones then took it the other 46. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. At 11:15 of the opening quarter, Mason Smythe added the extra point. It was 7-0 Tigers. 3 and out for Plymouth on the ensuing possession. They snapped the ball over the punter's head and went through the back of the end zone for a safety. It was 9-0 at 7:23 of the first quarter. The Tigers got the ball back at 4:48 of the first quarter. A 3-yard run by Herman Flores Ortega, his 4th touchdown of the season, made it 16-0 as Smythe added the extra point. And the Tigers weren't done. 13 seconds later, after Plymouth had fumbled the kickoff, a 23-yard run by Tucker Curtis, his first of the game and 2nd of the season, with the extra point by Smythe, making it 23-0. And then one more, another bad snap over the punter's head. It rolled, well, it was sort of kicked into the end zone by Warsaw. Kyle Schnackenberg recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. The kick hit the left upright. It was no good, and that remained 29-0, and that's the way the first quarter ended. The only scoring of quarter number 2, an 18-yard run by Bryson Brown, in which the pitch hit him in the helmet, but bounced beautifully back up to him about waist high, and he was able to turn upfield and score at 2:52 of the second, and Smythe's extra point made it 36-0 Warsaw, and that's where we stand at halftime. The Warsaw band out on the field performing. When we come back, 2 minutes of local news. It's followed by Rob's stats, and then we'll have some scores from some other games. It's all ahead next here on the Lakeside Chevrolet Halftime Show on News Now Warsaw.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and it's that time of year again to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JVC & Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies. Call John at 574-527-1295. That's 527-1295. Call now with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Everyone at JVC & Associates say, Go Tigers!
There's never been a better time to sell your car than right now, and R&B Car Company is in need of inventory. We're looking for late model cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. We're facing the reality that we need to reach out to the general listening audience because used inventory across America is down. And the good news is your used vehicle is worth more than ever, and we're giving top market value. We're still taking trade-ins, we're still selling cars, but we are looking to buy cars. Find out more at rbcarcompany.com.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now for next year at Warsaw's only based marina on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor Boat custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their expanded indoor, safe, and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, Splendor has a custom upholstery and canvas shop for new fitting and repairing individual cushions to covers and tops. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
As one of the leading estate sales companies in the area, Metzger Property Services has decades of communal experience between their qualified real estate agents. Metzger lists and sells all types of real estate at auction or private sale. Whether it's agricultural, residential, commercial, or developmental, there is an agent with the experience you need working for you. For sales or acquisitions, private or auction, give them a call and find out the many benefits of buying or selling real estate at auction. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon, generation after generation.
From the Aegis Dental Group News Desk, I'm Jim Miller. Kosciuszko Chamber of Commerce held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for Ledgeview Brewing Company at 975 Warren Street, Warsaw this week. Owner Abby McLaren said she and husband Craig bought Ledgeview Brewing Company during late July 2020. They remodeled the building and opened for carry-out only on December 9 and opened the dining room January 6. Due to the length of time to get the beer license, Ledgeview got its license at the end of February, and its first beer on tap at the end of March. Well, the state's second-largest city will require masks in city buildings starting Tuesday. Mayor Tom Henry says the city is also offering a $200 check for city employees who get vaccinated. Chris Davis reports.
The mandate applies to city buildings, regardless of whether you've been vaccinated, even for the pavilions at city parks. Mayor Tom Henry says he wants people to get the COVID shot.
City of Fort Wayne employees who are fully vaccinated or who become fully vaccinated will receive a $200 wellness initiative.
He means a check. He says he hopes the city is a model not only for other cities, but for private business. Henry hopes to encourage them to mandate the vaccine.
Manchester Community Schools introduced Kyle Wieland recently as the new superintendent of schools. Wieland is a 1994 graduate of Manchester High School. He received his bachelor's degree in secondary education from Indiana University and his master's and specialist degrees from Ball State University. He began teaching math and coaching various sports at Manchester High School until taking the athletic director's position in 2007. Wieland left Manchester in 2011 and spent the next 10 years in various administrative positions at Wabash City Schools, serving the last 6 years as principal at Wabash High School. Have a great Friday. For News Now Warsaw, I'm Joe Miller. For more, you can head to newsnowwarsaw.com.
Your family, friends, and pets will approve of your new ride. You will approve of the loan. Crossroads Bank has auto loans as low as 2.49% APR. For details, stop by or call any Crossroads Bank office in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, and Warsaw, or inquire online at crossroadsbanking.com. Advertised special annual percentage rate, APR, reflects an automatic monthly payment from a Crossroads Bank checking account. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Crossroads Bank. Woven quietly into the backdrop of our hometowns is a family-owned business that served our community for over 50 years. You can see their unparalleled commitment and reliability in every school bus full of children, tractor working to put food on our tables, minivan carrying our most precious cargo, and in the hustle to keep the economy going during unprecedented times. our region moves forward, Monteith's Best One will take you there. Selling tires, serving people, Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. Lakeside Chevrolet, Warsaw's hometown dealer, now has a second location in Huntington. Lakeside Chevrolet is the only dealer in Warsaw and Huntington to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. With over 200 vehicles to choose from, TY Lakeside Group is one of the fastest growing dealers in Indiana. Check out the inventory online and get approved at lakesidechevy.com or lakesidehuntington.com. Lakeside Chevrolet, home of the warranty forever.
Get the latest local news weekdays on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Halftime here at Fisher Field. The band's still performing down below. Warsaw with a 36-0 lead over Plymouth here at halftime on the Lakeside Chevrolet Halftime Show. Up next is the Halftime Stats, brought to you by Alderfer Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alderfer Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, here we go. In that first half, Plymouth had just 5 first downs. They had 24 rushing attempts for just 44 yards, so that's less than 2 yards a carry. Their leading ball carrier, their fullback Quentin Heine, had 15 carries for 44 yards. Throwing the ball, their quarterback Lennon Kriegbaum was 2 of 3 for 23 yards. So in the first half, Plymouth ran 27 plays for a total of 67 yards. They fumbled 4 times and lost 2 of them, so they had 2 turnovers, plus they had 2 bad punt snaps. So they ended up with 2 penalties for just 10 yards in the first half. The Warsaw Tigers in the first half had 5 first downs. They had 19 rushing attempts for 200 yards. That's about 10 yards a carry. Herman Flores Ortega, their fullback, was the leading ball carrier. He had 10 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Throwing the ball, Warsaw's quarterback Tucker Curtis was 1 of 2 for 12 yards. So in the first half, the Tigers ran 21 plays for a total of 212 yards. They fumbled once but didn't lose it, so they had no turnovers. They had 2 penalties for 25 yards.
Okay, I think I wrote something down wrong on the Plymouth side. How many rushing attempts?
Yes, sir. They had 24 rushing attempts for 44 yards.
Because I was trying to make 25 and 3 add up to 27, and it just wasn't working. And it's like you messed this up. So 27 plays for Plymouth and 67 yards. The Tigers got almost that much on their first drive, which was 48, and you tack on what happened after that. First 2 drives, they did have more than that.
I'll tell you, this was, if you're a Tiger fan, it all went right. If you're a Plymouth fan, it all went wrong. It was there was a lot of mistakes on the Plymouth side, and Warsaw was able to take advantage of.
If you're John Barron, who I have, without embarrassment, said over and over again over the years, is a friend. If you're him, what are you saying to your guys at halftime?
Wow. You know what? At this point, you got to say, all right, we got to go out there and we got to get physical. We've got to just start trying to gain some momentum. You got to take it 1 play at a time. You got to win each play. It's you against the man across from you. You got to win each play, and they got to start to figure it out because, they haven't figured it out yet. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's interesting that John would unveil a new offense in the conference opener against Warsaw and Coach Curtis. He's running Coach Curtis's offense here tonight, and that's the first time they've done that this year, and it's the first time I've ever seen him do it. So he's trying to go with something new, and so far Plymouth is struggling with it.
It's not worked well. The pitches have been not very good. Hey, there's our friend John Scott. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. John's in mourning over the Cubs, just like the rest of us, except for you.
Except
You're happy because the White Sox are good.
Yeah, I'm a big White Sox fan. Sorry.
So those are the halftime stats brought to you by Alderfer Burgundy Company in Warsaw. We've got some scores to give you. Steve has passed them along. Rob has got some. We're going to pass along what we have after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
A good night of sleep does wonders for your body, and to get it, a great mattress is a must. During the Tempur-Sealy Labor Day sales event at Reinhold's Furniture in Warsaw, save up to $600 on your favorite luxury mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy, and save on popular adjustable bases as well. Check out ReinholdsFurniture.com and hurry in to 118 West Main Street in Warsaw today for limited time savings on the mattress of your dreams.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw. And once again, it's time for football games under the lights on Friday night. It's also time to think about taking care of your Bobcat equipment and Cub Cadet or X-Mark mower you've been working hard all summer long. You should give it a pat on the back by bringing it to us for that fall service so it can relax all winter long and be ready for spring. We would like to pass on a huge thank you to this amazing community that we live in. We are very proud to have you as neighbors and friends. This proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger football just wants to say thanks. Booyah!
I am a Colts fan. I'm a Bears fan. And you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alderfer Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan, a Tiger fan, a Bears fan, or a fan of any other team,
Except the Patriots.
Alderfer Bergen can be the head coach of your financial planning team.
Alderfer Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street in Warsaw, and online at alderferbergen.com.
You're listening to the Warsaw Tiger Radio Network, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, NewsNowWarsaw.com, and the News Now Warsaw app.
Halftime here at Fisher Field. Warsaw 36-0 leaders over Plymouth. Scores from other games. Mishawaka leads Goshen in the second, 22-0. Concord leads Northwood 20-3. At last we heard Northridge was leading Wawasee 21-0. Other scores real quick. Tippecanoe Valley is leading Aparu 16-2, so not the only safety of the night here at Fisher Field. And Cathedral leads Penn in the second, 16-0. Here, Warsaw leads 36-0 over Plymouth. Team starting to come back out to stretch for the second half. And we'll be back to get it started after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
Hey, you've got a great-looking car.
Yeah?
Except for that ding in your door. Oh, got that in the parking lot. Well, your affordable solution is CarTech. CarTech. They use a paintless dent repair process that restores your car to make it beautiful and shiny again. Many dents are repaired the same day, whether at their shop or your driveway. For dents and dings and hail damage repair, it's CarTech, your last stop before the body shop. That's C-A-R-R, CarTechDents.com.
Hello, I'm Jay Rigdon. If the last 18 months has taught us anything, it's been the importance of planning for your future and your family's future. At Rock Hill Pinnock, our attorneys are ready to help you with that job, using tools ranging from simple powers of attorney to complex trusts and everything in between. Don't leave the future of your loved ones to chance. To discuss your family's future and how to protect it, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
All bad things in football.
All bad things when it comes to your water. Grab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger and Rob back with you as the teams continue to warm up down on the field. We have a couple extra minutes. Your thoughts on the two primary football teams locally, which would be the Bears and the Colts. They have an extra week to get ready. Your thoughts on their season. Start with the Bears.
Sure. Well, the Bears are my team. I mean, I'm a lifelong Bears fan. I will be cheering for the Bears, but I don't have much confidence in them this year. Offensive line issues.
Yes.
I mean, that's the bottom line. That and they don't have a lot of weapons, I don't think. I'm excited that they got Justin Fields. I think down the road he can be a very good quarterback. And I think their defense is okay. I think it'll be in the upper half of the league again. But, if you don't have an offensive line, you've got nothing. And so that's my big concern for them.
The argument in Chicago has been you have to fire the leadership of this team because they did magnificent work to bring in a guy like Justin Fields. He's looked really good in the preseason and in camp. Why aren't you playing him? And I went, have you looked at that line? Do you want to get him killed right off the bat? And the answer is no, you don't. So leave him where he is. Let him watch and learn. And if things go the way I think you and I are thinking alike, if it goes the way we think it's going to go, Dalton's going to get killed, and Fields will be in there, and he'll be running for his life.
Yeah, I would hate to see that happen to Dalton, but you're right. He's the one who's got to go in and show the way, so to speak. And, you want to talk about the Colts very quickly. The Colts have a lot of solid pieces in place. If they can get good quarterback play and get Carson Wentz coming back healthy, they can be right there in the running this year.
People are sending me text messages during the game, people who claim to be my friends. And we're in the middle of this glorious Warsaw, I think, victory. It's going to be, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's too early to call it.
It's 36-0 at halftime, Warsaw leading Plymouth. And my friend Nate Howlett, who is my friend,
yes,
a brother in Christ, is trashing me about the Cubs. This is so discouraging. I'm so disappointed in him.
Well, I've talked to so many Cub fans who said, I'm not sure I want to even watch the Cubs these days. I turn the TV on, I look at the lineup, and I don't know half the guys in the lineup.
Marquee Network announced that they were going to show a AAA game, and I said, I watch it every day. What's the difference? All right, here we go. Back to work for Rob and I. Plymouth will get the ball to start the third quarter. Smythe will kick off from our right to left, which is from south to north here at Fisher Field. And the run up and the boot. And it's a high, deep kick. Garcia chases it to the near side. It's bouncing inside the 10. And another touchback for Mason Smythe. Again, if they're going to put one guy back there, Smythe is going to try to kick it to the side where Garcia can't get to it, and twice he's done that successfully. So 2 touchbacks for Smythe, first 2 of his varsity career. And with an even 12 minutes to play in our third quarter, Plymouth will go to work down 36-0. I believe only once they've had the ball across the Tiger 50. They have hurt themselves in massive ways on offense. Kriegbaum, Heine behind him. And they'll run the option left, and Heine will be stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get a yard. Schneckenberg was the first guy in there, but he had plenty of help. Isaac Beam is into the game. Beam is one of those guys that, with time and seasoning, he's going to be a real force on the defensive line for the Tigers. He was in there on the stop, and we have to throw in Eric Pohl as well. 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. Nightfall here on the Friday of Labor Day weekend in northern Indiana. Kriegbaum. Deerfield coming in motion. Kriegbaum back to throw. Quick throw over the middle. He's got Garcia, who makes the catch at the 33-yard line. And then a flag comes in at the end. Rob's pointing to his head. I know he hit him high. You're saying he hit him in the head.
I think he did. His head snapped pretty good.
I'm the last person to poo-poo player safety. However, when the guy's falling down, it's really hard not to hit a guy higher than what you might think. So it's a personal foul. It is a blow to the head, and it's good with the ball out to the Plymouth 47. It would have been a first down anyway. And again, we are playing with a running clock with Warsaw up 36-0, so the clock continued to roll. It's down to 10:19 left to play here in our third quarter. Kriegbaum from the middle of the field at his own 47. He's going to let that play clock run down a little bit, trying to shorten this game even more. And Lennon will turn and hand off to Heine. And he'll try the left side, and he'll break the 50. The ball came rolling out, and the Tigers have recovered again. The Tigers have recovered again. That is Lucas Ransbottom recovering for Warsaw. The third fumble loss by Plymouth here in this game, and Warsaw's got the ball back at their own 44-yard line.
And Plymouth finally gets a little momentum going there. They got a first down, a nice pass completion. They get the big penalty, a nice run up the middle by Heine that time. He picked up 4 yards, but then the ball came loose and squirted downfield another 6 or 7 yards before the Tigers jumped on it. So the Tigers back in possession of the ball.
Again, when we say running clock, the clock has not stopped. It has continued to run this whole time and will continue to do so. The second half of this game will go by pretty quickly. We may have to get into the burgers back here, Rob.
I think that's probably a good idea.
We may have to do that. From the 44, option play, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by Garcia for Plymouth, and he's going to score. The JV offense is in the game, and we have a flag down behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what this is all about. The exchange was bad, and it's going to be a Tiger penalty, and it's going to be a touchdown. So Garcia picks up the loose ball and scores as the junior varsity team gets on the field. And things go immediately bad for them, and Plymouth has scored.
Boy, that's not what you want to see happen when you put in that second unit. I mean, their very first play out there, they put the ball on the ground, and Plymouth returns it for a touchdown.
So the touchdown for Devontae Garcia. And again, the clock is still running, so I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure of the time of the touchdown. You're going to have to help me with that.
Yeah, no, that's one we're going to have to estimate.
And now the point after for Garcia. And the Tigers got through there and blocked it. Tigers got through there, blocked it, 36-6. Plymouth scores. Warsaw leads by 30. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, cause the boys in blue, I reckon any state, and be the best race, take the next step, call records and net, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and net, to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and net.
When Warsaw Community Schools makes a hiring decision, we're building on decades of success. We know it's our people who make all the difference. We hire winners. If you want to be on an all-pro, outstanding team, huddle up. Check out WCSjobs.com to find out more about full-time and part-time opportunities, benefits, and flexible schedules. That's WCSjobs.com. Go Tigers!
The Cubs, the Colts, and the Warsaw Tigers are all part of the team on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
So Plymouth is on the board. The clock stopped for change of possession with 7:40 left to go. The touchdown was scored at about 8 minutes. That's what we're going to, so I'm going to put that. And we can go back and watch the film maybe and figure it out, but for right now, that's going to have to be good enough. So now Garcia's going to kick off. Again, we're in a running clock. Warsaw up by more than 35 after halftime. And Garcia will approach the ball, and he's going to squib it down the field. The Tigers recover it beautifully. They were ready for it. And it was Chase Carl on the reception for the Tigers. And the clock runs. 7.5 minutes left to play, third quarter. Warsaw leading Plymouth 36-6. I think you probably have to go back, and I know he listens a lot. I don't know if he's listening right now, but you have to go back when Ryan Geeter was the quarterback. This was pre-you and me. Warsaw went to Plymouth and beat them on a TV 46 game of the week, 50-21. And I think the Geeter, Ryan, if he's listening, I know he'll text me. I think he had like 200 yards, and mostly because they snapped it to him and he just ran forward. Under center, quarterback sneaks one after another, and he just ran it right down Plymouth's throat. Pitch back upfield. There's a big hole. 45, 40, 35. Oh, the turf monster got him at the 32-yard line. We'll get a number for you here on that ball carry.
I think that was Isabel, 23.
It was Isbell on the carry for the Tigers. Layton with a first down for Warsaw on a big run as the clock continues to churn down to 6:20 left to play here in the third quarter with Warsaw 36-6. JV offense in the game. That means the quarterback is Grady Nolan. CJ Mendez in on offense. They're trying to institute him in this offense and teach him at the JV level so he can be helpful at the varsity level. And they're going to hand it off up the middle to the fullback, Jay Sawyer. Sawyer missed a week with injuries, but he's back in there, and he gets about 8 yards down to the 23. Sawyer is the least likely guy to be inserted in that fullback position because he weighs less than Tucker Curtis. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Sawyer, 5'6", 140. And I'm telling you, he might, if we went real and he was a wrestler, he might go in the 120 class. And up the middle, and this is Reed Zollinger. Patrick's little brother gets a first down to the 20-yard line. They use Reed in both the fullback or halfback position, or the fullback position. They also use him as a wing. I've been grateful that they haven't used him much in varsity action because could you imagine how many times I would say Patrick?
Oh, I know. I saw Patrick and Aaron Green walking around together tonight, Patrick Zollinger.
That's good. I miss those guys. Those were good guys. Reed's going to be a good guy, and he's going to be a good football player. Nolan from the 20. He's going to keep it. He'll put you back late. Isbell turn to the corner. He's to the 10, to the 5. They'll race the pylon, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 19-yard run for Isbell. First and goal, Tigers.
Yeah, really well executed that time. They ran the option to the left, faked it to the fullback off the left side. I believe that's Grady Nolan who made a nice pitch at the last second. And Isbell ended up picking up 19 yards and got it down to the 1-yard line.
JV plays tomorrow. The schedule is very confusing tomorrow. I'll try to help you with that here in just a minute. From the 1, ball on the left hash mark. Nolan's going to keep it himself. He will try to dive in. And the officials come running in. And he didn't make it. He'll be half a yard short. 4 minutes left, clock running, third quarter. Warsaw 36, Plymouth 6. The Rockies have done very little on offense. Most of it negative. What they've done on offense tonight, their only touchdown, a fumble recovery and score by Devontae Garcia. The Tigers will try again from inside the 1. Ball inside the left hash mark. Sawyer is the fullback. And they're going to give it to him. And Sawyer gets the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown. Jace Sawyer scores with 3:22 left to play here in the third quarter. And now it's 42-6 Tigers.
Yeah, nice job by the second unit out there. They're running this flex-bone offense. They did it very, very nicely. Pounding the ball up the middle a couple of times. Leighton Isbell with a couple of really nice carries around the left side. Grady Nolan running the offense well after stumbling a little bit their first time out there last trip. This time they put it together.
Smythe to tack on one more. And the junior varsity soccer player, who is a freshman for Warsaw, kicks it up and through. 2:40 left to play here in the third. Warsaw 44 and Plymouth 6. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Jane, you look so relaxed. You just get back from vacation?
Get back? I live at Grace Village. I'm always...
I said that wrong.
I have Grace's affordable, all-inclusive package. It includes meals, housekeeping, trips, and even visits to the salon. My newly renovated apartment is like staying at an upscale hotel. Oh, I gotta go. We're about to play cards.
I need a vacation. It's time to call the apartments at Grace Village.
Call the apartments at Grace Village at 574-372-6547. Isn't it time to plan your destination vacation?
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the light, we switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Ott Schroeder, right here in Warsaw, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Ott and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. Without Schroeder, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Warsaw Tigers play here on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
2:40 left, third quarter. Warsaw, I said the score wrong. I apologize. Rick Timmons fast on the board. 43-6, Warsaw with the lead. Here approaching the end of the third quarter. Running clock here at Fisher Field. And Rob and I can only remember since this rule was implemented, and we both agree it's a very good rule. I can only remember one other time that Warsaw was on the good end of this. High pooch kick near side, taken by an up man at the 36, and look out. Oh, Theo Catras. Hello. These Catras boys, they hit hard, and Catras leveled the guy who caught the ball at the 38-yard line of Plymouth.
Yeah, that was a big hit that time, and the Tigers, it was a short kick, short high kick. The Plymouth player made the catch, started to run, but Catras just leveled him.
Took about 2 steps, and then his lunch went flying out all over the field. Man, Catras is quite the hitter. Actually, both of the Catrases are big hitters. Looks like the majority of the Plymouth starting offense is out there, the ones that are healthy enough to be out there. Kriegbaum still at quarterback, Heine still behind him. From the 43. And they'll run it up the middle with Heine, and he'll get 2 yards out to the 40. Stay tuned after the game for the final scoring, final stats, play of the game, and some scores from around the area coming up. And then Bob Lovell and Indiana Sports Talk starts at 9:30, or as soon as we get to it after 9:30. Second down and 8. Ball inside the near hash mark at the Plymouth 40 on the north end of Fisher Field. Garcia in motion, option play left, up the middle Heine, and he'll be spun down after a gain of yard to the 41. Tigers with some new guys in there on defense. Let's give credit to Gustavo Vasquez on the stop. Pedro Alonso is really mad now that he's not in there. Pedro injured his ankle a couple weeks ago, so he's on crutches over here on the near sideline. By the way, Zach Deeks was hurt earlier in this game. He is also on crutches down here below us. Third down and 6, final 44 seconds of our third quarter. Running clock here at Warsaw with the Tigers leading Plymouth 43-6. Kriegbaum. Garcia in motion to the far side. Option back to throw. Kriegbaum being pressured. He's going to get hit. He's going down. Back at the 32-yard line. Sacked on the play for Warsaw by Nathaniel Rosas, or Nathan. He told us we could call him Nathan. And that's a loss all the way back to the 32, and it's 4th down and 16.
Yeah, Kriegbaum that time faked it to the fullback off the left side, started to drop back to pass, and those defensive linemen were right with him stride for stride as he was trying to retreat to throw the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter. Warsaw 43, Plymouth 6. We start the fourth in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
It's that time of year again. Football is back, and it's that time of year again to sign up for the open enrollment of Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D drug plans, and individual health care plans through the Affordable Care Act. Contact JVC and Associates to update new plan designs and find out about increased subsidies. Call John at 574-527-1295. That's 527-1295. Call now with any questions and be ready to sign up for the Medicare plans beginning October 15th and for individual health care plans on November 1st. Everyone at JVC and Associates say, Go Tigers!
There's There's never been a better time to sell your car than right now, and R&V Car Company is in need of inventory. We're looking for late model cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. We're facing the reality that we need to reach out to the general listening audience because used inventory across America is down. And the good news is your used vehicle is worth more than ever, and we're giving top market value. We're still taking trade-ins, we're still selling cars, but we are looking to buy cars. Find out more at rbcarcompany.com.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
Roger and Rob back at Fisher Field. Fourth quarter about to begin. Warsaw with a 43-6 lead over Plymouth, thanks in large part to a 29-point first quarter. They scored the natural hat trick, too. And Plymouth on fourth and very long will try to punt. This time a little better snap. Kick is away by Kriegbaum. Tigers don't have anybody down there to return it. So will take a Plymouth bounce. About inside the 40, inside the 35, and be down at the 33. Change of possession with 11:45 left to play here in the game. Warsaw will take over first down and 10, leading 43-6. They will go to 2-1 in the season, 1-0 in the conference. Plymouth will fall to 0-3. And will have given up almost 140 points in their first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Is there a problem? Well, they're looking for a ball.
Yeah, they're looking for a ball. I'll tell you, it's going to be a long season for Plymouth.
Yes.
You know, that's the reality of it is Plymouth. They're struggling right now. The pieces aren't in place. They've got injuries to key players. They don't have a lot of depth. It's going to be a struggle for them this year.
Yeah, tonight from an injury standpoint certainly hasn't helped because Sheely is out. DeLee went down early with an injury. They had one other guy that got hurt. Well, that was their middle linebacker, Hooley. Yeah. JV offense on the field. Pitch back. Isbell up the far side. 50, 45. And did he step out of bounds somewhere
He did
there?
at the 49.
I thought I heard a whistle. They're going to mark him out at the Tiger 49. That's still going to be a first down after a gain of 16 yards.
Yeah, really well executed that time. They ran the option to the left side. Again, faking it to the fullback and pitching it at just the right moment. At Isbell, he's got good speed. He turned it on that time up the sideline, picked up 17 yards on the play.
A sophomore, 6'1", 165 pounds. Clock continues to roll. 10 minutes left to play, fourth quarter. Tigers leading 43-6. About to put on one of their most lopsided wins ever against Plymouth in this series. Nolan pitches back, coming to the near side, and the ball carrier won't get very far. And there's a flag down, too. And the ball carrier for the Tigers was Hayden Rodriguez. And is there in fact a flag?
Well, it's out of midfield, but the 49-yard line.
Okay.
It's there in the W, so that's in the secondary.
By the way, the clock is still running. We're in a running clock. Whenever a team gets ahead by 35 points or more, it's automatic running clock for the remainder of the game, with obvious exceptions for change of possession and injuries. It's an illegal block against the Tigers that moves the ball all the way back to the 35. 9 minutes to go. Again, the point of the running clock is to make it not quite so bad. Short the game, fewer injuries. And Nolan's going to fake the pitch, and he's going to wish he'd given it off to the fullback because he got tackled by 3 guys. And he'll lose another yard back to the 33. So Warsaw back where they started this drive at the 33. And it'll be second down and 26-ish. Isbell back in. Rodriguez comes to the near sidelines.
Yeah, that time Nolan ran the option to the right side, and he hesitated just a little bit. And, as he runs this more and more, he'll realize he can't hesitate. He's got to sprint right at those defenders and then make the pitch.
Second in a long, long time. Timeout Tigers. 8:12 left to go in the game. Warsaw 43, Plymouth 6. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Enjoy the next level of fun on the water with help from Splendor Boats. Place your order now for next year at Warsaw's only based marina on Quest Pontoons or a Splendor Boat custom-built power catamaran deck boat. Ask about their expanded indoor safe and clean off-season boat storage, winterization, shrink wrapping, and pontoon redecking. Plus, Splendor has a custom upholstery and canvas shop for new fitting and repairing individual cushions to covers and tops. Visit them in Warsaw or Silver Lake and online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. Splendor Boats, a small family business for big family fun.
As one of the leading estate sales companies in the area, Metzger Property Services has decades of communal experience between their qualified real estate agents. Metzger lists and sells all types of real estate at auction or private sale. Whether it's agricultural, residential, commercial, or developmental, there is an agent with the experience you need working for you. For sales or acquisitions, private or auction, give them a call and find out the many benefits of buying or selling real estate at auction. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon, generation after generation.
Tiger Talk, driven by R&B Car Company. Saturday at 9 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, online at newsnowwarsaw.com, and at the News Now Warsaw app.
Cubs won today. They'll play the Pirates again tomorrow. We'll be on the air 1:45 on News Now Warsaw. Same thing on Sunday. 8:12 left. Option play left. Nolan's going to keep it. He'll be hit high at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Third down and about 24 coming up for the Tigers. They have to get the ball to the Plymouth 41. 43-6 Warsaw, 7:55 left to play, fourth quarter. We gave you the stats in the pregame show just before kickoff. Since John Barron took over as Plymouth coach, the Rockies are 13-4 against the Tigers. And this is by far the most lopsided game, frankly, in my memory. Again, going back to when Ryan DeGeeter was the quarterback a long time ago. Pitch back. It's well strung out. This is Graham McGarvey on the carry, and it's a loss back to the 31-yard line. You remember a couple years ago, Blake McGarvey? That's his little brother out there running around with the football.
Oh, yeah, I remember Blake well.
Fourth down and very long for the Tigers. 7:10 left. Almost called him Blake. Graham is also a sophomore as the locals start to head for home. A lot of people, though, enjoying this beautiful weather. This calm, clear night. Just wanted to be outside. Tigers will punt. James Obat's out. 4 punts for an average about 28 yards a punt. Garcia standing at his 40, hoping to get a shot at it. He's run a fumble back already tonight for Plymouth's only score. End over end kick down the middle of the field. It will bounce at the 45. Oh, and the Tigers grabbed it. And grabbed it at the 41-yard line. And that was Rosas who grabbed it for Plymouth. 6:20 left to go. Fourth quarter. The Rockies take over, trailing 43-6.
Yeah, and this is one of those times of the game where both coaches just want to get this done, get off the field without more injuries, and start preparing for next week.
That means the last 2 weeks, Plymouth has been beaten, well, assuming the score stays here at 43-6, they'll have been outscored 84-12. Plymouth runs a late player on the field. They've got a couple new kids out there on the offensive line. Kriegbaum will run the option play up the middle. This is Heine, and Heine will drag Tigers out to the 45-yard line. Warsaw with all second-string defensive players out there at the moment. And making that stop was Omar Ponce. Ponce spelled P-O-N-C-E, pronounced Ponce. 5:10 left. Plymouth has a second down and 6 coming up from their own 45. Warsaw scored 29 points in the first quarter, and they've never looked back. Kriegbaum. Ooh, almost a bobbled handoff. Heine gets across midfield and very close to a first down. Vasquez was one of the Tigers in the neighborhood to make the stop. The other, Evan Richards. He did not make the first down. It's 3rd down and 1.
And that time, Heine ran over his quarterback, Kriegbaum. Kriegbaum turned to hand him the ball, and as soon as he got the ball, man, he just plowed right over the top of Kriegbaum. Kriegbaum was sitting down in the backfield when the play ended, and he had just gotten run over by his fullback.
They have 3 fumbles lost this game. They've all led to touchdowns for the Tigers. Heine up the middle, first down across the 49 down to the 47. And on the stop for the Tigers, Mario Lopez. We're hoping he becomes a good player so we can call him Super Mario.
There you go.
4 minutes left to go in the game. Warsaw 43, Plymouth 6. The only score for Plymouth, a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Kriegbaum under center as he has been every play tonight. Option play, he'll keep it, he'll pitch it back late. This is Deerfield, and they'll get across the Tiger 45 down to the 42. Gain of about 5 yards. 2nd down to 5 coming up, 3.5 minutes left. Stay tuned. Final scoring from this game. Rob's got final stats that he will calculate quickly and give to us. We'll have a play of the game. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
And then we'll run through the scores from the conference games. First full night of the NLC. Big one next week. Tigers at Mishawaka. A lot of people think that's for the conference championship. It might be. Kriegbaum will roll left. He's going to keep it. His pitch man ran forward. Now he's scrambling around trying to get around the corner. He's going to go back the way he originally went. He's bouncing off of Tigers and goes down at the 41. Well, that was fun. I'm sure it wasn't fun for him. That was fun to watch him run. He is quite a football player.
He really is. He ran about, 40 yards that time, picked up 2 yards?
Easily. 2.5 minutes left. Tigers with a 43-6 lead on Plymouth. 3rd down and 2.5 for the Rockies at the Tiger 40. Heine behind Kriegbaum. Option play, up the middle, not much. 1/2 yard at the most. Isaac Beam on the stop for the Tigers. 4th down and 2, we'll call it. You know, it's only about 27, 28 miles from here to Plymouth High School, but that's going to feel like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long ride home.
4th, and we'll call it 2. Kriegbaum for the right hash mark. Right side of the field is left. Runs her up the middle. First down. First down near the 35-yard line. And that is Heine again. 1:30 left. Plymouth will have to run about 2 more plays. Again, we're in running clock. Have been this whole second half. If it feels like it's going really quickly, it has. It's about a little over half an hour to play these 24 minutes of football. Down to 1:10 left. Kriegbaum, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 35. Pitch is low. Garcia trying to get around the corner. Got a block. Turns upfield. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown Plymouth. Garcia on a 35-yard jet sweep play scores with 55 seconds left to play in the game. And Plymouth's on the board again.
Yeah, and that was really well executed that time. They brought Garcia in motion. They pitched it back to him for that jet sweep. He caught the ball on the run, and he hit a gap. There was a nice kick-out block, and he turned the Jets on and went 35 yards for a touchdown.
And they're going to go for 2. You say, why? Well, because you need to practice these plays. At some point, they're going to be in a game where they're going to want to go for 2, and it's going to matter, and they need to practice. Kriegbaum up the middle. Heine got hit, trying to get to the goal line, and he got in. The Tigers had 3 guys right there, but couldn't stop him. And with 8 seconds left on the clock, it is 43-14. Plymouth has scored, but the Tigers with a huge lead here at home. And we'll keep it here. Steve can get everything set up for our post-game coverage back at the station.
Plymouth does a nice job there. They're way down, but they put together a nice drive at the end. They executed that new offense that they're running now, the flex bone, like what Warsaw runs. They debuted that tonight here at Fisher Field. They did not run any of that the first 2 weeks of the season, and I was quite surprised to see them come out in that. And nobody saw that coming.
Well, and everything's been from the pistol. You know, the quarterback, Kriegsbaum's been operating behind the line of scrimmage, taking a shotgun snap, and we've seen none of this at all.
Yeah, and they've run it the entire evening. They ran the flex bone all night tonight, and so looks like it's something maybe they've elected to try to go to, and with the personnel they have. So we'll see if they can get a little more experience and put it together before the end of the season.
Oh. They switched ends. Plymouth was going to kick off from the north end 40, and then the officials had to run in there and go, wait, something doesn't look right. Oh, your guys are lined up wrong. Switch ends.
I think the Warsaw receiving team maybe ran out to the wrong end first, and but the boys got a little confused there.
So Garcia's going to tee the ball up in the near hash mark of the 40. And depending on how this goes, this might be the end of the game right here. Garcia steps it off, and now we'll get the whistle. And he's going to pitch it high and short. Fair catch called for and made by Warsaw Tiger at midfield. And that's Eric Pohl, who's done that twice tonight. And the clock has run out, and the game is over. Warsaw opens the conference schedule with a 43-14 win over the Plymouth Rockies. Post-game coverage begins after these messages on News Now Warsaw.
Is your company large or small? Is it agriculturally based or a high-tech internet company? No matter what size or type of business you own, we can help you with your financing needs. From new equipment to remodeling and expansion, we're here to help. This is Robin Palmer of Crossroads Bank. Call or visit me in Syracuse or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
When your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank. Monty's best one tire and auto care.
Now through September 22nd, get up to $90 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card with the purchase of 4 eligible Bridgestone tires. Then receive an additional $40 when that purchase is made with your new or existing CFNA credit card. See Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care for details.
Where the best costs less.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
Find your new ride at Lakeside. Lakeside Chevrolet, Warsaw's hometown dealer, now has a second location in Huntington. Lakeside Chevrolet is the only dealer in Warsaw and Huntington to offer warranty forever on every vehicle under 100,000 miles. With over 200 vehicles to choose from, see why Lakeside Group is one of the fastest-growing dealers in Indiana. Check out the inventory online and get approved at lakesidechevy.com or lakesidehuntington.com. Lakeside Chevrolet, home of the warranty forever. You've been listening to Warsaw Tiger Football on News Now Warsaw. Tiger Football is brought to you by Splendor Boats, Crossroads Bank, Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care, Rab Water System, Lakeside Chevrolet, Alderfer Bergen & Company, Metzger Property Services, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, Reichert & Neff, Bobcat of Warsaw, Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, State Farm Insurance Agent Ott Schroeder, ABC & Associates, Rock Hill Pinnock, LLP, R&B Car Company, CarTech Automotive Solutions, Warsaw Community Schools, Grace Village Retirement Community, Abrilla and Nolan, attorneys at law, and Arby's on State Road 15, Warsaw. And now for post-game coverage of tonight's game, here's Roger Grossman and Rob Rediker.
Final score tonight, Warsaw 43, Plymouth 14. Tigers did it with 29 points in the first quarter. Scoring in that first quarter at 11:15 of the first. Second play from scrimmage for the Tigers. Julius Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, a 46-yard run, made it 6-0. Mason Smythe tacked on the extra point. It was 7-0 Warsaw. After a 3-and-out by Plymouth, a bad snap over the punter's head went through the back of the end zone for a safety. So with 7:23 left to play in the quarter, it was 9-0 Warsaw. Then the Tigers got the ball back after Plymouth fumbled. A 3-yard run by Herman Flores Ortega, his 4th touchdown of the season, at 4:48 of the first, made it 16-0. Then Plymouth fumbled the ensuing kickoff, and Tucker Curtis went in for the touchdown just 13 seconds after the previous touchdown. A 23-yard run, Smythe's extra point made it 23-0 Tigers. Then another bad snap on a punt over the punter's head. This one was kind of bobbled into the end zone, and Kyle Schnackenberg recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown. The kick was wide left, and so it stayed 29-0. And then in the second quarter, an 18-yard run by Bryson Brown with 2:52 left to go in the second made it 35-0. Smythe added the extra point, and that made it 36-0. In the third quarter, Plymouth got on the board with their first touchdown. Devontae Garcia with a 38-yard fumble recovery for a score with about 8 minutes left to play in the third. The kick was blocked, so it stayed 36-6. The JV then went down and scored on Plymouth on a 1-yard run by Jay Sawyer with 3:22 left to play in the third. Smythe's kick made it 43-6. And then in the fourth, a 35-yard run by Garcia with 55 seconds left to play. That made it 43-14 after they run for 2 by Quinton Heine was successful. That's the final score. Warsaw 43, Plymouth 14. Rob's got the final stats. They're brought to you by Alder Bergen & Company, and they're coming up next on News Now Warsaw.
If your home could use a fresh look for fall, head to Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw during the Labor Day sale for limited time savings on Lazy Boys. Hi, this is Keith Reinhold. Sofas, sectionals, and the popular Lazy Boy recliners are all on the floor and ready for fast and free delivery, and they're all on sale. Choose your item, your color, your power option, and create the room of your dreams during the Lazy Boy Labor Day sale going on now at Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, 118 West Main Street in downtown Warsaw.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw. And once again, it's time for football games under the lights on Friday night. It's also time to think about taking care of your Bobcat equipment and Cub Cadet or X-Mark mower you've been working hard all summer long. You should give it a pat on the back by bringing it to us for that fall service so it can relax all winter long and be ready for spring. We would like to pass on a huge thank you to this amazing community that we live in. We are very proud to have you as neighbors and friends. This proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger football just wants to say thanks. Booyah!
I am a Colts fan. I'm a Bears fan. And you out there are Warsaw Tiger fans.
Whoever you root for, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future. So if you're a Colts fan,